Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Flex Free Game YouTube channel, where we like to give you some tips and things to think about as you're trading and investing in the market. We like to just share with you guys what's been working for us over the years and kind of share from our own experience, and maybe it'll help some of you guys out there. So if you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel. Stay in touch with us as we're continuing to add new videos to the channel, continue to build it out. We definitely appreciate your support. And again, hopefully you guys are getting a lot out of this as well. So today for this video, I want to dive into a critical topic on why you might want to avoid buying stocks when they're at all-time highs. So this video is coming at a time where we are at all-time highs. Today, the stock market, the S&P 500 hit the highest level it's ever been at in history. So we're in no man's land right now. So this video is mainly for my long-term investors out there, people that are looking to buy and kind of build and grow their portfolio. There's some things, obviously, as traders that we can continue to do. There's strategies we can absolutely implement that we can use to buy stocks near all-time highs and trade stocks near all-time highs. So again, this is more for my long-term investors, and we'll maybe save a video for the traders at a later time. So again, I want to quickly walk you through 5 important reasons that I think is good practice to avoid buying stocks at all-time highs, and waiting for better opportunity and a better entry point could be smarter than diving in and buying stocks at the very top. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Reason number 1 that I think you want to avoid stocks at all-time or buying stocks at all-time highs is the higher the risk of potential pullbacks in the market when stocks are at all-time highs. So when stocks are at all-time highs, they often lead to some kind of pullback or correction at some point. Again, even if it's a temporary pullback or correction, we can expect that to happen, right? Stocks don't just go up in a straight line and stay up. The market's going to fluctuate. So very important that you want to understand that, and you don't want to you don't want to buy into stocks at the very top. This can lead to buyer's remorse in situations where you bought at the peak only to see the stock market drop, only to see that stock drop shortly after that. So nobody likes to feel like they overpaid for a stock. So waiting for a pullback can potentially give you a better price point and a better entry point to get in if you're just a little patient, right? Reason number 2, you want to avoid buying stocks at all-time highs is the higher stocks go, the more that there's limited upside potential, right? So when a stock is already at its peak, it might have very little room to grow or very little room to move higher, especially in the short term, right? If we're looking from a long-term perspective, of course, we feel like stocks can continue to move higher over time. So we're talking about in that short-term time frame. But buying at a high can often mean that you're betting on continued growth, but there's no guarantee that that stock is going to continue to move higher in that short time frame. So taking a step back and just waiting a little bit of time for some things to open up and the market to pull back a little bit can give you some more upside potential later, right? So being patient is key, right? Not just jumping in because you feel like that this is a good time just because the stock is at its highest point. Reason number 3, you want to avoid buying stocks at all-time highs is because of psychological pressure and fear of missing out, or FOMO, we like to call it, right? Buying stocks at all-time highs can lead to emotional investing, and bringing emotions into your trading and investing is one of the worst things you can do as an investor in the market. Fear of missing out, or also known as FOMO, that's a very real thing. I know me as a trader, an investor in the market, I've experienced FOMO. I'm sure you have out there as well. If you're trading and investing in the market, you're going to experience FOMO at some point. It's just going to happen, especially when you see stocks continue to climb. You see the market at all-time highs. You're going to feel like you're missing out and you need to be in on the ride as well. But this pressure can lead to very impulsive decision-making, and that's not a good recipe for long-term success. So remember, in order to be a good investor and make good investment choices, you want to have logical thinking and not lead with emotional decision making. That can lead to big losses down the road if you really let your emotions dictate the decisions that you make. Reason number 4 that you want to avoid buying stocks at all-time highs is you're going to see increased volatility in the market. So stocks that are all-time highs can become more and more volatile the closer we are to those all-time highs, because investors are going to watch them a lot more closely. And investors, the market is going to be ready to react to any changes, any potential change in narratives, that any thing that can really affect the market in the short term. The investors, the market is going to be ready to react to that. So that's going to create a lot higher volatility as we're at these all-time highs. So the volatility can lead to sharp price swings in either direction, which may not be ideal if you're aiming for stability in your portfolio and you're aiming for long-term growth. So waiting until stocks stabilize can give you a lot smoother ride. I don't know about you, but I love a lot smoother ride in my portfolio. I like to avoid those huge swings if I can, right? And avoiding buying stocks at all-time highs is one of the ways that you can do that. And the final reason, the fifth reason that you want to avoid buying stocks at all-time highs is there may be better buying opportunities elsewhere in other stocks, right? When some of those stocks are hitting all-time highs, other sectors, other stocks might be trading at a discount. So if you do a little bit of research, you look around a little bit, you might be finding some better opportunities elsewhere. So instead of focusing on the hottest stocks right now that are literally at those tip-top levels, it might be worth exploring undervalued opportunities in other sectors and other areas of the market that you might find some better value. This can also help you diversify your portfolio, so that way you're not heavily invested in one area like technology or high growth stocks. Now you're diversifying your portfolio, you're finding better opportunities, and you're getting more value out of your money and more value out of your investment. So that wraps it up right there. There you have it. 5 simple reasons, but very important reasons that you want to avoid buying stocks at all-time highs. Remember, you can't time the market. I'm not a big fan of trying to time the market, but also you do have to understand that timing does matter when it comes to investing in the market as well. So sometimes being patient can lead to much, much better returns over time. So that's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for more tips, and let me know in the comments below if you've ever experienced any buyer's remorse buying stocks at all-time highs. I know I have, and I try to avoid those if I can. That's why I'm sharing this video with you guys today. But we would love to hear from you as well. Again, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching today, and we'll see you guys on the next video. You guys have a good one.